Salutations, YouTube family. What's the vibe? What's good? How's it going today? It's a wonderful day. Besides all the crazy news and everything we're hearing about Iran and Donald Trump and the fall of society, it's actually a really nice day today. I noticed that the first video I posted, I never gave an introduction to who I am as a person. I just kind of made that video and I was like, okay, we're going to make a video about capitalism and neoliberalism. Like, we're going to do it. But I really don't want to be like a stranger just coming on here and making random yap videos. I really want this to be a community thing and for people to know who I am. I think that's really important, you know? First off, I have a cat that's Topaz. She's a Siamese. She's very fun and she's loud sometimes, but she mostly sleeps. I don't know what she's doing up, but she's really cute. Okay, well, hi everybody. My name's Veronica. You can call me Ronnie for short. I recently just graduated with a double degree, 2 bachelors in history and sociology. I specialize in urban sociology, community outreach, conflict, race, ethnicity, collective identity, just anything that kind of has to do with qualitative research. I'm there. I love to do it. I'm working on the very first gentrification study in my city. I live in a place called Fort Wayne, Indiana. It's the second largest city in Indiana. It's northeast Indiana. It's above Indianapolis. That's what I was gonna say. It's above Indianapolis, and it's like, I don't know. It's like a population of like 250,000. I think it's getting close to 300,000. There's a lot of gentrification happening, but at a really early stage. So they built this like I don't know if it's $7 million. It's between $2 million to $7 million campus that was supposed to house like industry and food. It was called Electric Works. It was one of the old General Electric factories, and they gentrified this space, and it's literally done nothing good for the community. So it's just kind of sitting there right now. It's kind of empty. There's not a lot going on. So that's the first space that was really gentrified in this city. And that's something that I'm studying, but I'm not studying it in like a conventional way of, oh, let me analyze it through quantitative measures. Like, I'm doing qualitative interviews. One thing that I really care about is getting the voice of residents and people who live in urban areas. I'm not the type of person to just sit back, read the news, and not do anything. I want to hear what the people on the ground are saying, what people's experiences are who are living through those situations. And I think that really comes from my childhood too. I come from a union household. My parents work at General Motors. They're a part of the union. I really care about urban people, urban populations, the working class. And those are stories that I really want to highlight because I don't think they're highlighted enough. I think especially in academia, we see this elitist nature of professors and academics who are like, oh, well, I have a PhD. I'm better than you. I know everything. And I'm going to tell you right now, just because you have a PhD does not mean you know everything. I have been friends with a lot of professors who are very ignorant about certain subjects because they don't live in those communities. They're oftentimes really privileged. And that's something I want to do. I want to break down those barriers of privilege. I also really care about studying race. I'm mixed race. My family's mixed race. Something I want to do. So I want to start incorporating race into my studies. Since I'm on that early field, I mean, I haven't hit graduate studies yet. I haven't really been able to incorporate all the factors I want to do. But yeah. Speaking about studies, living post-grad life is really hard. I really want to be in education more. So I am applying to a lot of PhD programs this cycle in sociology, hopefully in like urban sociology. I want to be an urban sociologist. I'm also applying to master's programs. I graduated with a 4.0 GPA and some awards and stuff. I'm not a good standardized test taker, so I really don't want to take the GRE again, but I might have to. But that's okay. I think I'm going to be fine. I think things will work out. I just think I need to be more confident in myself because that's something I'm not really good at in person. I'm not really good at confidence. Other than that, I've worked at nonprofits. I've worked with youth, ages like kindergarten to 12th grade. I'm trying to get a job lined up right now. I'm unemployed, so it kind of sucks, but it's whatever. I'm trying to keep myself occupied by talking about sociology, talking about the world, and hopefully doing a little YouTube channel, because I think it's fun. I think it's fun to be able to do things like this and to freely talk about stuff and to express yourself. So, yeah, you guys can follow along with me if you want. My Instagram's in my bio. I'm always looking to connect with more people, more scholarly engagement, especially sociology. So, any sociology people want to connect? Let's connect. Let's talk about sociology. Let's make videos on sociology. The next video I want to create is, I'll talk about it a little bit here, but I want to talk about urban poverty in Fort Wayne and some things I recently experienced. They have festivals downtown Fort Wayne every weekend, throughout the summer, basically. And I was at a festival at Headwaters Park, and I went to a nearby park. I was by the rivers, and I saw that there was a homeless encampment by the rivers. I mean, there was a whole homeless population who had tents, and it looked like a little neighborhood. And it was something that really made me start thinking about what's going on in our city and how our mayor just isn't acting. So, yeah, I think these are things we need to keep talking about. We need to have open discussion about, because if they don't get talked about, they're going to be shoved back in people's minds. People are going to forget about them, and it's our job to be able to be these productive citizens and to look at patterns all across the country as well. Okay, this is happening in this city. What's happening in this city? So doing these like case study and case analysis, I also got a minor in French, so I know a lot about French urban poverty. On the outskirts of French cities, they had these suburbs, and suburbs translated to a term called banlieue. And the banlieue were these places of basically like what we see in the United States, inner city urban poverty. So that's what I'll leave you guys with. So until the next video.